What up guys, your boy Carthus and we're back with another one. Now I've been trying to figure out how to get into these waterfalls since yesterday, and one of my friends had to tell me how to do it because I saw it in the trailer and it was driving me nuts, and I'm going to share that with you right now. Now the first thing you need to do is have the second chapter unlocked, which is the Yellow Wind Ridge. I'm going to go ahead and fast travel there because I've already been there, and we're going to travel to the Valley of Despair. Now the Valley of Despair is a shrine that you're going to have as soon as you get to this area. Pretty much you have to do a little boss fight here, so don't worry about it, you will not miss it. When you get here, you're going to come over to where I'm at right now. You're going to see that there's stairs up to my right. You're going to come down this path and there's going to be a boss fight right here. Once the boss fight's defeated, you can come over here and grab this little shrine right here, and from the shrine we're going to move through this big cave right here. Now through this big cave you're going to trigger either another cutscene or not. It's going to be based off if you defeated the boss a certain way. I don't want to ruin the boss, but there's going to be another boss right here over this little ledge right here. And this boss is supposed to break a wall that we're about to jump down off of. I didn't know this. I couldn't figure it out. My friend had to tell me that the boss broke the wall for him. So I've spent some time trying to figure out how to break this exact wall right here, and there's a couple ways to do it. Now the first way is obviously the boss, but if you don't have the boss do it, you can use this transformation right here that you get from a quest line in this exact area. My friend told me that you can just do the heavy attack or the fallback attack, which I'm about to show, right in the center of the wall, and it should break it. I didn't trust this or didn't try it, so the second way or the third way is the Wandering Wight, which is a boss that you get at the very beginning of the game. You just kill him and use his summons, go up to the wall and break the center out. Once the center is out, just go ahead and go in, and once we're inside we're going to see a chest. Go ahead and open the chest and you will get the long scales. Now the long scales is the key to be able to open the waterfalls. Now that we have the long scales, we can open up waterfalls, and of course there's an area that we're about to show that has a sandfall. Now this is the rock rest flat. You're going to have to come across this eventually. I feel like this is on the main path. You cannot miss this. If you do miss this, I'm sure someone has made a video on how to get through there, because there are a lot of paths in the second chapter, but I'm sure most of you have this. If you don't, you will stumble across this. As you see, we are running up to the right of the shrine, and this is a set of stairs leading up to this sandfall. In front of the sandfall will be an elite mob that you have to fight. It has a shield and a spear. Once you defeat him, you can absorb him into your flask and use him as a summon later on. Now as you can see, we are using the long scale to be able to break this, and we're going to go up to this door and we're going to enter, and we're going to get greeted with a cutscene. There's a nice little cutscene here, but it's also leading into a boss fight. I'm just going to skip that so we don't have to spoil anything for anybody. Once the boss is defeated, there will be a chest that appears. We're going to run up to that chest and we're going to open it. Now inside the chest is a rare material called the Thunderbone, and this allows us to get a mat to be able to create a very powerful weapon that does 70 damage, and we also get the Tridacna pendant, which is very good if you're someone that wants to have cooldown on all your spells. With the Thunderbone, we can now craft the Loongwreathe staff, which allows us to do more damage in pillar stance. If you're someone that likes the pillar stance, this is a really good weapon. You can see it already does 70 damage. Now to be able to craft this, we're going to have to go back to Forest of the Wolves and outside the forest shrine to be able to get the last item. Now most of you probably recognize this area. This is the first part of the level where we get turned into the cicada by the little old man, who I think might be Sun Wukong in disguise. That's just me. It's completely up to you. Think what you think. As you can see, we're just running the path here. Most of you already know this area. As we come up here, you're going to see a chest, and there is an elite mob. If you haven't killed him already, you're going to make a left at this chest right here. You're going to jump over this path right here, and you're going to hear this guy speaking in riddles, which allows us to know we're on the right path. There should be two enemies here. I've already killed one, so just kill this one. And the next enemy is going to be a little raven warrior right here. They're kind of easy to fight, not too difficult. Kill him, and then we're going to open up the waterfall path. Head on inside, and once we're inside, we will be greeted by another really nice cinematic. Now, after the cinematic, you are going to have to fight another boss. I will not ruin that for you. I don't want to spoil that. After the boss fight is done, there will be a chest that appears, and in that chest, we will get the last material that we need to be able to craft this amazing weapon. Now we finally get the last piece, which is the Thundertail, and that's how we are going to make this amazing weapon. And on top of that, we get the Boshan Sensor, which is really good if you're someone that uses too much of your Estus or your healing, whatever you want to call that, and you need a little bit of damage reduction to help you get through the end of the fight. Alright, now that we have the materials, you can go back to any of the shrines and just go down to craft and craft weapons, and we can now make the Loongwreathe staff, which is really good for someone who likes to play with the pillar stance. It's a strong weapon. Alright guys, that pretty much sums it up. up. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and comment. It helps this channel out a lot and it helps me out a lot. In the future, I'm just going to continue to play this because I didn't get it early, so I'm figuring things out with you guys. Anyways, you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the future. Later, guys.